Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Drivers Lab iRacing Championship. I'm joined by a very special face today. Amir is replacing Dan.
Hello, everyone. This is Amir. I was your steward last weekend, commentator this weekend, more close to the action. I want to say much further from the action, actually. Stewards get a lot more access than what I have right now.
Well, it will all change. Immediately on my screen, Hassan Saigal with a SpongeBob livery.
Amazing! I
Because
love
why
that,
not?
actually.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm expecting some really cool liveries today. We have some people who like to show up and do some creative stuff. Last time, I didn't point it out too much, but last time Jack Doe did run my face on his hood.
I thought that was familiar.
Not hood, I mean the roof. Sorry, the roof of the car. It was
Oh, I love that Barbie Hot
Barbie,
Wheels.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. Rain Marcello with the Barbie livery.
Right, so looks
Very,
like
very
a
cool.
very exciting round coming up.
Jack Doe's running the regular driver's lap.
Oh, amazing! Look at that.
As we see him going way off track. But it's all good. It's all good.
So looks like an exciting round of racing coming up today. We've got the Super Formula Light cars out on Okayama. The car is more like an F2 car in Japan, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, pretty fun car to drive actually. I got to do a few laps myself before today's race, and it's quite the fun track. I would say quite fast-paced. What do you think, Ruslan?
Yeah, I think the car has a lot of downforce. It creates that downforce through the ground, so it has a lot of ground effect. So very, very sticky. I think the power to weight and downforce ratio is just right. It makes it super satisfying to drive. But also means you need some quick legs and quick hands to be able to control it. If you're at the limit, you're going to get snaps that are coming at you very fast compared to, say, what we did last week with the Porsche Cup. The Porsche Cup is a lot more, lazy, which it is a big GT car. That's to be expected. One of my favorite things about this championship is that you have to be good at both. You have to be good at that very, high reaction, hair trigger rear of the Super Formula, but also be very, good with weight management, getting the traction circle perfect with the Porsche Cup, I think.
Yep, I 100% agree. I wouldn't be a good commentator if I didn't do some history and background on this track, and it's quite the very interesting history on this track. Actually, it's did you know it's still got the fastest lap done by Ayrton Senna back in 1994. So
I'm not surprised.
That's quite a statement to say for this track, and yeah, it's got quite the history with two Formula One Grand Prix called the Pacific Grand Prix back in the day. And about the car that you were just talking about, the rear slipping out, it's because of the infamous 1.6 turbocharged Toyota engine.
Yes.
And yeah, it's the sort of thing where throttle modulation is so important, because if you're just too throttle happy, you end up spooling that and cause your rear to slip out very quickly. And yeah, that's where that skill comes into play. It's where the drivers are greedy but not so greedy, and taking it right every corner, every turn.
Well, yeah, taking it right every corner, every time. I mean, super, super important. Yeah, I mean, do I have something to say? I don't know if I have something to say, Amir.
I wouldn't go there yet.
Okay. But yeah, Okayama, historic track.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier we were having a few conversations. It was originally a very private track.
Yeah, so it was apparently very private in terms of getting funded by a golf course close by apparently, and it was a members only track. But it was when Bernie Ecclestone, infamous man he is, decided to run a championship Far East and thought this is the perfect place for it. So obviously the first Grand Prix happened in 1994 with Michael Schumacher winning for Benetton and the infamous turn one incident between Mika Hakkinen and Ayrton Senna. But yeah, the track's quite fast-paced, very quick in terms of reactions. You've got 11 turns, 11 corners, all named after British names, actually. That's one
There you go.
interesting fact for you there. It's named after veteran British drivers to honor them, especially after the inaugural runs back in 1992. So, you've got. I would let you take the turns, Ruslan.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it would be smart to actually jump on board with someone. Let's see if we can jump on board with yeah, appreciate Goethe. Now coming out of the final corner, the last corner it's called, turn 11. Super important to get a good exit. This is a very long line, a long run to turn 1, aptly named first corner. You have to send in a lot of commitment through here. 2 downshifts, and then prepare for turn 2. Try not to touch the gravel on either side, either entry or exit. Turn 2 is called Williams. Now we're into the Moss S, and then into the Atwood curve. Now the Atwood curve is pretty unique because you're accelerating so early. You're accelerating pointing away from where you should be exiting, but just because of how much the corner widens, you need to get that exit speed. Coming up to the tightest corner on the circuit, the hairpin, the premier overtaking opportunity. Crichet demonstrating it very well. Taking it all the way to the outside, probably not something I'd recommend. And now into the toughest corner, Revolver, in my opinion. Now turn 7, Piper. Again, another run into a tight corner, another potential overtaking opportunity. And now Redmond Hobbs. This is where the top drivers will find most of the time on this track. This is the biggest difference maker between a mediocre driver and a great driver. Now, Mike Knight corner, easy flat in this car, and now we've done 1 lap going through last corner. Krishe Goethe demonstrating it very well. Last week we didn't get so lucky. We kept following folks that went wide or made mistakes or spun out. So thank you, Crochet, for giving us a very, very solid run and lap.
Yeah, quite the lap there by Crochet. Quick question, Ruslan. I don't know if you want to reveal this, but what's your fastest lap here?
Oh, Byron Piri.
Oh my God.
Case in point, into the wall. Well, my fastest lap, I managed to get 120 flat. I'm sure I could have tried to go for that, 19. But it's just a number at the end of the day. It's just a lap time. Who cares?
Yeah.
I like Thomas Ingram Hill's livery. I'm gonna pull that up.
Just gonna say,
Look at
such
that.
an iconic livery right there.
I'm gonna give it a close angle as much as we can. Thomas Ingram Hill, of course, an up and up racing under David's name. I believe David's is that. That would be my best assumption. Wouldn't be the first in this championship. But yeah, Thomas Ingram Hill, British F4 driver, very, very quick in the sim, and now very, very quick in all of the sessions that he's done this year in the UK. No one's been able to dethrone him. I think he's finished first in every single session that he's done this year so far. So very promising year ahead potentially for Thomas Ingram Hill. And then we also have the ever bombastic Mike Epps, the driver coach of Thomas, joining us. We know Mike very well. He's helped us a lot here at Drivers Lab develop our car models that we're using, give us a lot of solid feedback on the track models that we're using, and overall is very knowledgeable on how First of all, the cars are built, how the cars behave. And, he's not too bad behind the wheel himself, as he is now demonstrating very, very competitive lap time. Now, at the moment, we sit at a 120.7 from Velasquez. I think that is due to maybe imperfect track conditions. Now, it's quite hot um, today, and the weather is modeled around what it was in reality today at noon at Okayama. So it's quite a hot day. The asphalt is quite warm, and that is a detriment usually to a Formula car because the tires then overheat and you're not really getting the same downforce as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely right as well. And yeah, it's an exciting weekend to turn up into. We're still not sure who's gonna pull out from this weekend because it's a whole entirely different car from what we were running last weekend. And we don't have the championship front runner with us this weekend, Russell Reyes.
Correct.
But point to note that Travis Lab iRacing League has one drop round,
Yes.
so he's still in the contention, but the other drivers got a chance here to come back on top and see where they can place themselves.
Yes, of course. Russell Reyes and Denzel Wei Tan, both either on the way to Suzuka or in Suzuka indeed, for their respective championships that they're doing there this weekend. So it's interesting to see drivers balance their real life racing with our championship.
Yep,
Obviously,
absolutely.
we didn't see Thomas Ingram Hill or Mike Epps last week. They
Yep,
were busy with their own racing weekend, so
yep.
it's a little bit of a situation where you have to maximize as much as you can. You have different situations. Oscar Wilkins, airline pilot, he will know maybe days in advance if he's able to join us or not in some cases. So
Of course, yeah. And well, talk about Oscar Wilkins. He's got a 3 point gap between him and the leader of this championship. So this
yes,
race is his redemption race, I would say. Come
yes,
back on top. But again, we've got the infamous Jack Doe. He had an
indeed.
incident turn one last weekend, who he still blames the stewards for making the wrong decision. But again, this is racing, and the stewards had decided what they decided. But it's going to be exciting to see what will happen at race start today. Definitely a lot of action on turn one, I suppose, and then the S's.
Yeah, I mean, turn one is always very, very tricky in Okayama because it's a medium to high speed corner. So, um, with cold tires, with the standing start, you're not really sure how fast you're going. And so, if you haven't really practiced that or know exactly what you're doing, you may be caught, sleeping a little bit, caught napping. But at the same time, if you send it too much, it's a really easy corner to make the wrong judgment because yeah, these drivers would have done tens, if not hundreds of laps on a fully prepped, ready up to temp car. And so suddenly taking cold tires into it with all these other drivers, dirty air going through it, um, you really need to be super, super on point.
Yeah, but
I really hope we don't see any big incidents in turn
course,
one.
yeah. The thing I love about this car is though it's very accessible enough for newcomers, you know. It's a good car for newcomers, but also very rewarding for experience, for people with experience, I would say. I quite enjoy driving these when I had some practice sessions during the week, and I must say it's quite a fun car to drive.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Amir, you probably wouldn't be far off the pace now if you spend as much time practicing as they have, uh, the drivers on the grid today. Um, I would say if you manage to stay away from the gravel, if you manage to not make any silly mistakes, which are super, super easy on Okayama, um, you're probably looking at a solid top 10 finish. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, it's very tough. The race, the 25-minute race feels longer at Okayama just because it's such a tight track and you don't have so much time to rest as you
Yeah.
would in a Spa, for example.
Yeah, I was having this conversation with our steward Daryl, who was kind of coaching me as well on this circuit, and he was telling me about his past experiences here and how it gets to you after all those minutes, in the car. It's just the sort of thing because of how fast paced it is and how much movement you actually have in the cockpit. It's just it gets tiring. So that's also very interesting to see how much the leaders would change from lap one to lap end, basically.
Yeah, very much so. Now, I want to pull up a little bit of a incident that happened. Let's see if we can that. Now we have Rain Marcello going out and seemingly making a mistake into turn one, I believe. Is that the case? A little bit. You can see the rear is not fully stable. I believe he's on colder tires. And yeah, turn two,
Oh,
and a completely nothing moment, and potentially that's a big pile up. I think I need to say it. I need to get it off my chest.
all right, Ruslan. Everyone, I have to prepare you for this one. Go ahead, Ruslan. What do you want to tell us?
Okay, so we were talking with Amir about risk management in this race, and how, you know, as a racing car driver, you need to be prepared for anything. You need to, not take on too much risk, but also not take on not enough risk to, be slow. And man, let me tell you, typically, I love gravel. I'm a big fan of off-road motorsports, right?
Right.
I love rally, especially. And typically, I would embrace gravel. It's part of life. It's part of the track. Except here. Except at Okayama. Now, in Okayama, the gravel is unbelievably sour. And that's not a word I use lightly. It breaks my heart sometimes because when you open a fridge and you have like that horrible smell come up from the back of the fridge and you're all like, ugh, now I have to deal with this now and it's going to be so unpleasant. Well, this is kind of what gravel is like. Or to give you even a better metaphor, when you bite into a fruit and you realize mid-chew that it's rotten? That's what gravel feels like in Okayama. I mean, honestly, might as well just pack it up and move on to round 3 at this point. But yeah, you see the genius of the gravel at Okayama. Sorry, I'll keep going, but I'm so
stopping you, mate. You've started.
So the genius of the gravel at Okayama is that exactly at the point where it would spit you out, there's this big, fat, ugly, disgusting wall waiting for you. Right? I mean, turn 1, turn 2, turn 7, turn 11. Look, no gravel here for Huang Nian, but, still, massive spin. Anyways, back on the gravel part. There's like elements sometimes in life that are not supposed to mix. And I'm not talking like water and oil, because you can emulsify them, whatever. You can turn them into fun stuff. I'm talking like ice cream and garlic.
Okay.
Like ice cream and garlic levels of don't mix. Now, my front suspension bits and the wall are those two parts that should never mix. And yet the gravel here is just so god-awful that it happens every single time. Anyways,
yeah, guys, I just felt like I came out of
gravel.
All right, Ruslan. I feel like I've come out of a soap opera, an episode of soap opera about gravel and not touching it. We get it, Ruslan. It's quite tough out there with the gravel.
I'm sorry if I got a bit wound up there. But we have Connor McGowan in chat joining us.
Oh,
Wasn't able to join us on, I don't believe, any rounds because he is away from his sim on spring break, on Easter break. So, welcome, Connor. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy the competition from the other side.
amazing, amazing. Yeah, it seems like 40 seconds left to qualifying. Do you have any predictions, Ruslan?
In practice, Jack Doe was very fast, but Mike Epps
Is dominating.
is just top.
Yeah.
Oh, Rain Marcello going for a spin. I love this livery.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I just noticed, by the way, there's a Force India livery out there.
Is there a Force India livery? Oh, that's a classic. Well, that's nice. That's a well
Yeah.
spotted. Yeah. That's really good.
So yeah, looks like Mike Epps is pretty dominating
So
in
see,
this practice session.
Wang
but-
Nian is another real life driver
Yep,
joining us.
F4, I believe.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect him to, like, because I had nothing to go off of, but seemingly just from this practice session, he's made a big statement, going, first in practice. So let's see if we can keep this on because
Amazing. So that's 10 minutes of qualifying for us. Let's see what the drivers have got out there. Who do we
indeed.
have first exiting pit lane?
So we'll see Emilian Card followed by Hassan Saigal. Now, a little bit of a rivalry developing, wouldn't you say?
I would. Hassan Saigal, very strong contender, I must say. He is a very regular client at Drivers Lab and also a sweet young lad who knows a lot about racing, fast cars, and is quite the character on track, isn't he?
A little bit. I love how inquisitive he is, because
I agree.
He is never afraid to ask. He's never afraid to show that, there is more to learn.
Yep.
I think a lot of other drivers would be within their own ego and kind of have those shades on, but he really has his eyes open to any information that he can use to better himself and increase his advantage on track. And now, getting led through by Emilian. Now Emilian is experience.
Very experienced.
In one word, yeah, very much so. Just full experience, and using that to inform his driving. And I'm noticing now there's a little bit of a train forming.
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, everyone slowed down for that first one. Now we've got Hassan and Emilian followed very closely on a flying lap. You think a tow might be in play?
I think so because all of the drivers are within maybe 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah, so
on
we've
track.
got top three, like, oh, we just have someone.
Oh, someone went off.
The gravel.
That is tough. That is Oscar Wilkins.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So we've got Hassan on a flying lap right now.
Yes, he is the one leading the pack. Then right behind him is Emilian Card. And then right behind him is Epps, actually. So, oh!
Whoa, Emilian!
Emilian! Oh,
Just
no! That's tough. Well, that's Revolver for you. I mean, Revolver is such a tough piece of road, in my opinion. That's turn 6 right after the hairpin. I believe that's one of the trickiest corners on track because the vision is at a premium coming in at the entry. So you have to position your car right, and you don't want to step out the front right wheel onto the grass. Again, no vision of that. And then you have to make a very quick left turn going over a very awkward curb. And the exit is a mix of curb and that like green painted material.
Yep.
And you have the short layout rejoining there as well.
Yep.
So it's just a complete mess of things, and it's very, very difficult to get a reference.
that brings
of
me back to
anything. Yeah.
Hassan. So he set a lap 121 and Jack Doe beats it. Amazing. By 0.2 of seconds.
Oh, I think we had Hassan Segal
Have a moment?
have a moment. Yes, I believe so. But anyways, we didn't see that. We didn't see that. Let's see if we have anything interesting to show.
So yeah, the lap to beat right now, it's 121.490.
Yeah, I mean, the fastest laps will be coming at the very end of the session. It takes about 3 to 4 laps to really properly get this car up to pace. It takes a very long time, I would say, and it's incredibly frustrating when you are making a setup change or something like that, and having to do 4 to 5 laps to really properly test it. Now, luckily, we're running a fixed setup, courtesy of iRacing.
And Mike Epps dominates. Look at that.
Mike Epps, boom, a 120.6. Let's actually go on board with Mike Epps and let's see how he does. Coming up to turn 4, the Atwood curve. Let's see how early he gets on the throttle. Oh, mate.
Yeah,
that's a very tight line. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I would assume you would take it more wider than what he just took.
I would assume as well, but clearly he found pace, he found time doing it that way.
Mike Epps is on something we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You see here, very, very close to the edge of the track. I mean, perfect revolver. Coming out of Piper now the next corner as well. Very important exit. It's a short line to the double hairpin section, but it's a very important straight, and you can lose a lot of time on the exit there if you don't take it perfectly. Coming out of Hobbs turn 9 into the flat turn 10, and now the final corner, trickier than it looks, because again you have to get very close to that gravel there, and I've already said my bit about the gravel. I'm not going to go there again.
But
Mike Epps,
for sure the double left
improves by 3/10.
Oh, look at that! Mike Epps is really showing it.
No one can come close.
Well, Jack Doe tried to, but he's 3/10 slower.
Yeah, but he's also about to finish his lap, I believe. So let's see if we can go on board with him.
I think that was the lap.
Yeah, that was the lap. He's managed to improve by, I think, 2/10. But Mike Epps improved by 3. Amazing. And he was more ahead. So the gap now is 0.148. And maybe two laps to go, maybe 3 if they're quick enough and they can cross the line.
Yeah, looks like it. We've got around 3 minutes left, 3 minutes 20 seconds left.
Exactly. All the points paying positions separated by around a second.
Wow.
I mean,
that is quite the back.
And we're not even done.
Be like that, be like that.
We very much like that. We very much like that. See here.
Yeah, I always found the double left-handers a bit tricky myself, revolver and then Piper after the turn 5 hairpin. It's a sort of thing where you don't see after the hairpin at turn 5, and then you've got to keep it in the center but also a little wide entering turn 6, and it's just it's hard to control, because if you happen to touch the curb there, then you just lose control of the car. But exciting and interesting how Mike Epps took that. It was quite the lap he put in.
Yes, very much so. I'm interested to follow our top spot in practice. A little bit off pace. In fact, 4 seconds off pace. I'm gonna assume that he wasn't able to put in a representative lap yet, but we are.
Do we see a change in livery here? Is that possible?
No, I don't think so. I think Huang was always his livery.
Oh, okay.
Low's livery. I'm sure there's a reference I'm missing here somewhere. I'd imagine it's an IndyCar reference, but nothing comes to mind. Do you have any idea?
No. All I'm looking at is the SpongeBob that Hassan Segal is running. The best out there.
There you go. I mean, let's appreciate the livery a little bit here.
Well, where is he right now? P6 currently.
P6, yeah, 6
And
tenths off.
so I'm guessing this is his last chance at getting a fast lap.
No, so he will have the ability to finish this lap and then start a new one.
New one.
He would have maybe 5 seconds
Cutting
gap.
it close.
So even if he messes up this lap, goes off track, and it doesn't count, he still needs to make sure to keep up the pace and
get to that start
finish line to start another lap. Because, yeah, the more laps you do, I think the peak of the tire is about maybe 12.
Yeah.
12 minutes in. So we are really getting now close to the peak of the tire, and we can see that from the lap times. And no, did Hassan Segal cross the gravel? Not enough to disallow the lap, so he continues with his lap.
I see.
So far, and yeah, we're just getting laps deleted left, right, and center. Thomas Ingram Hill just had his lap deleted. Jack Doe, Rain Marcello, Mike Epps. So everyone is pushing to the absolute limit to try and get that perfect lap time and really risking it all. And we see Wang Yan putting in
P5.
a solid P5 time.
Not bad, not bad from P11.
And now we're just going to go on board and see how he does the very final lap. There is no more time. The time you're seeing at the top left of the screen is the time to end the session. That's the spillover time. So it is checkered flag conditions.
Right.
Let's see how he does going into the hairpin. Again, very close to the edge of the track, almost on the grass. And if you touch that grass, actually the grass is not too bad. It's the gravel. If I am at risk of repeating myself. So far, so clean. So far, so clean. And let's see how he does through the turn 8 and turn 9. Very nicely done. Maybe a little bit too early on throttle, but we'll see that. We'll see what the final lap time ends up being. Final corner, just has to make it through into third gear, fourth gear. Very clean exit. And a long run to the start-finish line on this track. And is he able to improve? He is. He makes his way up to P3. Well done. Well done, Huang.
That's a last-minute comeback right there.
Very much so. But all eyes on this gentleman right here.
Mike
in a very stealth, very, low-key livery. He didn't put any effort into this.
He doesn't like it. It was very effortless.
He doesn't want people to be, thrown off or think anything. He's just running a black liveried car, and
that's right. So you've got your front runners, Mike Epp, followed by Jack Doe, and then take us through it, Ruslan.
Yeah, sure. So we have Mike Epps, Jack Doe, Wang Yan, Oscar Wilkins. We have a new face, Michael Velasquez, joining us. Hassan Segal, Thomas Ingram Hill, Emilian Card. Then we have
Saeed Bentog.
No, Goethe.
Oh.
Goethe, Bentog, Marcelo, Pierre, Omar.
Yeah, I must say some few new names on the grid.
Very much so. So we're gonna go through it again. Mike Epps, Jack Doe. I think it's going to be an interesting battle between the top three.
Oh, that's can't wait for turn 1 on
Wang
this
Yan,
one.
Oscar Wilkins. We have Michael Velasquez, Hassan Segal with the bombastic SpongeBob livery. Thomas Ingram Hill, Emilian Card. Let's see if Emilian can pull up some spots with his racecraft. Goethe, Bintok.
I just noticed Bintok has a SpongeBob livery as well.
Marcelo, Piri. Oh, he does. There you go. And Omar didn't qualify, but will be on the starting grid this afternoon. So we're gonna go with this helicopter shot. Wonderful seeing all the cars out on the grid. It's going to give us a good view of the carnage that inevitably goes down into turn 1. And if not, into turn 2, turn 4, turn 5, and hopefully on for the rest of the race.
That's right. That's right.
Right, everybody's on the grid.
Lights on. And we are a go at Okayama for round 2 of the Drivers Lab iRacing League. All the cars approaching turn 1 with Mike Epps, followed by Jack Doe.
Oh, and Oscar Wilkins crashes with Hassan Saigal immediately, and that causes chaos all the way down the line. And we have a massive crash.
Oh no!
Massive crash, and Marcelo has flipped over several times. We're gonna go back to the lead pack, and wow. What just happened? Marcelo had to pit, and everyone else seems to have. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. There's now a huge difference.
It goes on. It goes on. Jack Doe behind Mike Epps, making the move. Doesn't get it quite enough. Mike Epps under pressure here. Followed by Jack Doe very closely. Bumper to bumper action right there.
Oh no.
Oh.
Bad exit for Mike Epps.
Oh.
And Jack Doe makes it stick. Wait, is Mike Epps gonna let this stand? We have more issues going on in the background. Hassan Saigal is entering the chat, making a move on Michael Velasquez.
Mike
now
Epps
is on the outside.
Let me just say that.
Yes. Mike Epps has to stay behind. He's now out into P2.
Emilian Card is out.
Emilian Card is out, I'm assuming, from that turn 1 incident. In the tow is Mike Epps. Jack Doe goes defensive, takes the inside line into turn 1. Probably the best move. There are lots of marbles on the track from the turn 1 crash on lap 1. And Mike Epps is painfully close. And surely that means there's going to be a move into turn 4. Jack Doe goes defensive on the inside again. And let's see if Mike Epps is able to get the switchback. Certainly going to benefit a lot from the slipstream going into the hairpin. Jack Doe goes ultra defensive. Mike Epps pulls up alongside, and they're going to go side by side into the hairpin. Let's see if they're able to get on the brakes effectively and efficiently. And yes, racing room given, respect given. Jack Doe could have easily locked up and gone wide and into Mike Epps, but absolutely very clean racing happening so far.
We love to see that. We love to see that. I must say, we have 10 drivers on track now from the initially 13 that started.
Yes, that is unfortunate, but we are on board. We're following now and on board with Hassan Saigal. You could make a mistake and think this was SpongeBob driving, but it is not. It is our good friend Hassan Saigal having the best exit. We'll go back with Mike Epps.
He's not letting go, I must say that.
It's gonna be a long day in the office for Jack Doe, I think, defending from Mike Epps. But I also have to say, well done to Jack Doe for making the move in the first place and making it stick.
I agree, very clean racing after that.
Yes, very much so. We're gonna again, let's go on board with Mike Epps, as he is only 4/10 behind, less than, in the tow of Jack Doe. But I think a little bit too far to make a move, but I've been proven wrong. Yes, everyone just decides to back out. A small, tiny, teeny lockup from Jack Doe, and they're all again in a single file. Let's see from Hassan Saigal's point of view, very much a 5-car pack. Let's watch on from the helicopter shot. You can see that maybe now the drivers are starting to consider their race-long strategies. Are they gonna send it and be, risking it so early into the race, or are they gonna just sit back, build a gap, and start fighting when, it's really the last third of the race?
That's absolutely right. And I've just heard the stewards are investigating Hassan and Oscar Wilkins' turn 1 crash.
There you go. Let's see, maybe it's something we can investigate. Yes, indeed.
That's right.
We'll go and investigate turn 1.
That's right.
Now we're going to go into slow-mo. Oscar Wilkins, again squeezing, but no racing room given. No,
I
it just
must
completely
debate on
turned it
that.
on. Yes.
I must debate on the racing room given. It looks like a repeat from round 1 in Oschersleben where he squeezed Jack Doe out. So it looks like that caused what
Let's go back.
what happened in turn 1.
And let's go to Hasan Seygal's perspective. And is he significantly alongside? He very much is. His front tires are in front of the rear tires of Oscar Wilkins. And where is
the room
Hasan supposed to go?
Yep, 100% agree.
It's difficult to say.
Yeah, quite the incident there. Let's see what the stewards deem on this one. But it looks like a clear-cut case for us.
I want to look at what happened in the aftermath. So we have Oscar Wilkins spinning out, and then that causes everyone to take evasive action. We have Emilian Card caught up in it. Hasan Seygal tagged again. Thomas Ingram Hill in the gravel. Krishay Goethe going over, and Marcelo completely.
Oh my god! That
Yikes.
is crazy right there.
That is crazy indeed. All right, let's go back to live. We'll go on board with Hasan Seygal.
And Hasan makes a move.
Hasan makes a move, but can he make it stick?
He does.
He does. Well done, Hasan Seygal. Finally making a move. I'm tempted to go and replay that, actually. Let's go back and replay it from Hasan's perspective. He is sitting in the slipstream.
Oh, what's happened to Mike Epps?
We'll follow that soon enough. And just outbraking.
Beautiful.
What a beautiful overtake. And now we're going to go actually on a different replay.
And this seems like Jack Doe and Mike Epps have had contact.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Into turn 9, Mike Epps crashes. Jack Doe loses a front wing. Mike Epps loses a front wing.
Both
and
the
it's
leaders.
Shambles.
Oh no! Our
it's
favorites.
Complete shambles.
Both have
Let's
pitted.
see if we can replay it from Mike Epps' perspective.
Oh.
Oh wow.
That's not good. That's definitely an investigation for the stewards as well.
Let's go on to this view right here, which will give us a good idea of who stuck their nose where.
I must say, when you're at the apex, you cannot push yourself inside like that.
That is the definition of vortex of danger to me. But I don't mean to influence
the stewards.
The stewards. They will make their own decisions. And yes, that 100%. Is indeed a meatball flag for Jack Doe and for Mike Epps. So they're going to have to go and get that cleared. And in the meantime, we're going to go back to live with the leader. And yeah, the situation has completely changed.
Yeah, we've got the underdog leading us now.
Yes, very much so.
Very not closely by Hasan Seygal.
Yes, indeed.
But looks like Hasan's catching up, so...
Well, Hasan might be needing to look in his mirrors, because if we go on board with P3 Michael Vasquez...
With the beautiful Force India livery, I must say.
Indeed. He is very much in the slipstream. Well, would Michael be vindictive or angered by the overtake from Hasan? Or is he going to be able to keep his head cool and take on the opportunities that are given to him?
Hey, this is racing, you know?
Indeed. So far, that is the closest battle on track. So we are going to just follow that for the time being.
But what a disgrace for both our leaders, Mike Epps and Jack Doe. Such exciting race happening there. And I really had high hopes for Mike Epps for this one. I
Yeah.
mean, he was in the right. Again, I don't know if you agree with me, Ruslan, but that looked like a very big infringement from Jaido's
Listen,
end.
listen. I'm sure protests will come in, and we'll be able to take a look at that. From
In
our
due time.
side, we'll take a look. The stewards will take a look at that, and the appropriate penalty will be given. We have Aziz Omar having an incident. Let's actually go on board with that for the time being. See how that goes. Yep, coming out of the last corner. Is this going to be a gravel situation? Oh, it's the inside curb. Inside curb and... Oh, an unsafe rejoin potentially.
Oh my god!
From Aziz Omar.
I hope the stewards had a look at that, because that is unsafe entry.
That is very much indeed. Let's go back to Velasquez and Saigal and their battle. At the moment, the gap hasn't changed that much. If anything, Hassan Saigal has made up some ground. Before it was around 5/10s, now it's hovering around 8/10s.
But looks like the leader and Hassan Saigal, they're quite potting up now.
Yes, Nien is making his way.
Looks like it.
And then seemingly there's no stopping him. But as we just saw from the replay of Aziz Omar, anything can happen.
Definitely, definitely. And I must say, it's only 10 cars on track, but the amount of action that we have received till now, oh my god.
Very much so.
You
very
don't
much
get that
so.
in a modern Formula 1 race, I must say.
Perhaps not. Wang Yan, fastest lap at a 120.5. We're getting up to qualifying pace now. And it makes sense because the drivers are running the exact same setup, the exact same fuel load as they would in qualifying. So I imagine the pace would be very, very similar as well. As we see Saigal pick up a tiny bit of gravel on the exit of Revolver, but not enough to actually get any incidents. Sorry, I'm just distracted by a notification that I'm getting on the screen. Mike Epps and Thomas Ingram Hill may have crashed.
No way!
Very, very interested to take a look at that. Let's have a look.
Just for background for our viewers, Mike Epps and Thomas Ingram Hill, they're very much related in terms of a coach and a trainee relationship. So let's see what happened here.
I'm not sure what's going on. They're just going slowly.
Looks like Tom's joined the track. Mike's pretty slow up front and warming up his tires. Okay.
It's unclear what's going on my screen right now. This is not a practice session, gentlemen.
Yep. Whoa! Too happy there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just dive bombs in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that is.
But looks like they're just having their own session now.
Indeed. Anyways, we'll go back to...
So I just got a notification. Mike Epps and Doe are under investigation, and Omar is under investigation for unsafe entry. So looks like that's gonna be looked at. And let me add, Ingram Hill and Mike Epps are under investigation for driving slow and exiting pit lane.
Yep, exactly what we were looking at, guys.
Wow.
This is not a practice session. This is full green flag racing conditions. You cannot be doing this. It makes a little bit of a joke. Everything else that's going on track, please do be respectful to all the other drivers on track.
A very interesting and busy day in the steward's office, I must say.
Yes, very much so. And
even though we have less drivers from the last round.
Yes, indeed. I mean, look, it's Okayama with Super Formula Lights. It's always going to be firecrackers and you know, spiciness on track, and I'm glad it's delivered so far.
Agreed. Looks like Saigal and Velasquez, they're the ones closely fighting on track right now. Our leader has quite found his distance between Hassan and himself with all the fresh air in front, or clean air in front, I must say.
Yeah, so this is now coming up to turn 8 and 9, I just want to show on this helicopter shot the distances between the 3 podium positions that we have at the moment. Velasquez is doing well to keep himself in the slipstream of Hassan Seigal, and so far doing a good job of it. Let's go back on board with Velasquez.
Some gravel action there with Hassan Seigal.
Don't get me started, mate. Don't get me started.
So, we've just got a notification. 30-second penalty for Hassan, lap 1, turn 1 incident. No way!
For Hassan?
Yeah.
Is he the one that turned in?
Looks like that was a miscommunication because the message was deleted.
Ah, there you go.
The stewards are having a tough time in the office.
Yes, let's see. Well, in any case, the notifications that we get are always subject to edit because the final incident report is the only thing that counts.
Agreed.
So we'll make sure to update you as that comes out, but you know, we may or may not have a little early access to some of the decisions being made.
That being said, Velasquez is getting very, very close.
Look how close.
And looks like
this is the closest he's
getting
been
under pressure with his driving.
Yes, indeed. Look, we're almost bumper to bumper, less than a car's length. Now separating them two.
Yeah.
Now is when, for both drivers, the other car becomes a lot more big in their vision. So obviously for Hassan, it's going to be in the mirrors, and for Michael, it's going to be very much in front. And at that point, your eyes and attention are taken away from your reference points and your turning points and stuff like that, and they get taken up by the car. So that's why Michael should be avoiding situations like this where he's going wide into turn 1. Should be anticipating the dirty air that's coming out from Hassan's car and trying his best to keep up the same pace through the corners whilst taking a slightly different line to compensate. And now, 4/10ths going into the back straight, going into the hairpin.
This is getting exciting.
This is getting exciting. Now, we've seen Hassan send it from about this distance, but Michael Velasquez thinks better of it. On small lockup, and he gets ever closer. Let's go to a TV angle of this. Wow, very close at this point. Now into the tightest 2 turns. Let's see how they are able to navigate those. Setting up very well for the other right-hander, the second of the 2 tighter turns.
I can see there's a move coming at first corner.
You think so?
Yeah, pretty much so. Looks like it. Hassan's getting under pressure. Velasquez is getting pretty close.
I think Velasquez is a little bit too far back. He's going to have to think better of it. It's not a huge braking action into turn 1. You really have to be alongside going into the braking to be thinking of a move. But if you are looking to make a move on the brakes, then definitely turn 5, the hairpin, is the place to do it. And yeah, Michael seemingly...
That's right, and we've just got final notification this time. Sorry for the last one, guys.
No
the stewards have deemed a 30-second time penalty for Oscar Wilkins. Collision, turn 1. We know the incident. Major incident this lap, this race actually. Lots of cars out, and of course, Oscar, you've got time to appeal on that decision. So let's see what turns out to be. But this is a level 4 major collision.
I don't think there is appeals.
Not for this one? Oh, it's a steward.
Every decision is final. You have time to submit a protest,
right?
But no appeals.
Sorry for my...
I think you got the vocabulary mixed up. I think you meant what I just said, but
look, guys, I'm just way too excited with Seigal and Velasquez fighting.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, Oscar Wilkins now, out of the 3 races that we've done, every single time he has been involved in a turn 1 incident.
Very true.
And I believe all 3 times he was the one found most at fault. Now, he's not received a penalty until now, But is this a pattern that we're noticing? We talked about it with Dan a little bit last time with Ushersleben and how he conducted himself. But yeah, gonna be interesting how that affects the results. Obviously, Wilkins is out of contention now of the points.
But definitely affects his championship standing.
This could have been a very strong race for him, a race where he could have gained a lot of points on Russell Reyes.
Definitely, he's 3 points away from the leader of the championship.
And he's going to stay 3 points for free.
Exactly. And looks like we've just got another decision coming in from the steward's office. It's a 20-second penalty for Jack Doe, causing collision with Mike Epps, turn 9, on
lap 9, 5. Turn 5. Turn 9, lap 5, yes. Yeah, listen, he stuck his nose where it definitely did not belong at all.
100% agreed. My stewarding background and knowledge tell me that. That's the right decision.
Yes. I am right.
I am right.
Yes.
And with that, Velasquez, I'm loving this action right here. You know, Velasquez getting pretty close to Segal now.
Yeah, this is the closest he's been. Surely a move is on. Left, right, left. Hassan goes defensive.
A little lockup on that. Oh!
And now he's able to go side by side. And no, thought better of it, conceded. And they both live to fight another day. And now, of course, we're getting into the squeaky bum time of the race.
Exactly.
3.5 minutes to go. I would wager that's probably going to be 2 laps after they cross the line. I'd imagine they're not going to be able to do 3. Yeah, so far we now have big gaps. About
looks like a turn 1 move here. What do you think, Ruslan?
Let's see. Let's go on board. I think still too far out. Making moves to appear big in the mirror, but maybe that was, you know, a step backwards because that cost him the apex at turn 1, and now he's quite a ways back. I think he lost about a 10th doing that. So every little decision, even if it's purely psychological, has an effect. But what an exit! Beautiful. What an exit by Michael Velasquez. And surely now with this slipstream, there's a move on. And this is now not an opportunity you want to waste. Still.
This time, last lap, there were the closes.
Yeah. And again, nothing doing for Michael Velasquez. And we see San Segal have a little bit of a rear shimmer there. But so far, so good.
Yeah, he's
very solid.
Getting some parts of his tires off track there.
Yes, very good. I mean, for Hassan, I don't want to jinx anything, but if he's able to stick to this P2 and finish the race in this position, that is mega. I think that's kind of where he probably is looking to be on the grid, and the last races that he's done, I think, have not been super representative of his full ability behind the wheel of an iRacing car.
I agree.
And we see Hassan having a suboptimal exit.
Oh no! Oh, but
then Michael Velasquez not able to capitalize through turn 2. Yeah, it's just they're going back and forth, and you know, the battle starts all the way from turn 1 because that determines the chain of events that leads you out of this corner here, turn 4, and down the back straight. And again, lots of slipstream coming out. Immediately Hassan Segal is going defensive.
Oh.
A very interesting attempt by Michael Velasquez. And dare I say that with a minute left to go, I believe this is going to be the penultimate lap. This is going to be the penultimate lap. And seeing how this race has progressed, it seems to me like he might get only one more chance. So, yeah, I mean, through the middle section, losing a lot of time. Could this be it? Could this be it, perhaps, for the Velasquez battle?
Looks like it, yeah. I mean, this is the closest battle we have seen on track for quite some time now,
Yes.
and looks like it's final lap racing for us.
Yes, indeed.
P1, our leader, he's been very strong ever since the big Jack Doe incident, and looks like car number 4 is on the on
What
top
just
there.
happened? Hassan Saigal made a mistake. We went away
Oh
for 1 second,
no!
and Hassan Saigal seemingly made a mistake. We'll jump quickly to a replay.
What happened there?
This was happening into turn 1, and going through turn 2. See them going through, and yeah, big oversteer moment
No
for Hassan Saigal.
way!
Let's go on board. You know what? We'll investigate this later. We'll go on live now to Nien, who is coming out of the last corner, and now it's indeed checkered flag.
There's
Well
your
done to him.
winner.
Winner, chicken dinner on his debut.
That is actually,
And unfortunately, a small mistake, dare I
Cost it.
say, with gravel, has cost Hassan Saigal the second step on the podium. And he has to settle
oh
for
my
P3.
God. What
Bintag
a
coming
race.
across the line. Goethe in P5.
Followed by Omar.
Aziz Omar. Look, Aziz Omar, someone who's been relatively quiet, maybe a little bit off pace, and yet P7 into the points.
Beautiful.
Jack Doe finishing in the last points paying position, I believe.
Yeah, a painful race for Jack Doe, but I must say,
Oscar
an
Wilkins.
even more painful race for Hassan Saigal. A
That's
very
tough.
clean
That's tough.
P2, but under pressure.
Listen,
after...
we're gonna go on board. Hold on. We're gonna go on board with Hassan Saigal. We're gonna use the chopper to accurately tell us what had happened. And we're gonna just give it a little bit of slow motion. And is it just a slight over rotation on the mid corner? Yes, it is.
Oh my God!
And in fact, you know what? The gravel saved him. The gravel saved him.
So guess what, Ruslan? The gravel was good for him.
Oh no.
But oh my God, what a race. What a race. All the action on track, turn 1 incident. What a race. We have...
Yes. Wang Yan, Michael Velasquez, Hassan Saigal, Said Bintag, Krishay Goethe, Aziz Omar, and I'm just trying to get the accurate results. Aziz Omar, Hassan Saigal, no. I have...
Yes, Aziz Omar, Jack Doe, Oscar Wilkins, Byron Perry, Mike Epps.
Yep. Marcelo Hill card.
What
an interesting race.
Yeah, I would say
very exciting race.
A lot of disappointment for a lot of drivers.
And then a lot of drivers who took advantage.
Exactly, and looks like the stewards are busy on it. A lot of incidents coming out, a lot of decisions coming out. We've just got a warning for Omar on the unsafe pre-join.
Yeah.
I must say it's a little
You're not happy with that decision, are you?
Yeah, but again, it's okay. It is what it is. You know, if it was a real life race, you would see me giving Omar a heavy penalty for that.
Fair play.
But that being said, what a race! Mike Epps being so strong from qualifying, from the first practice sessions, and then having such a shunter from Jack Doe. So
I wanna I think it's good if we take a replay and watch turn 1. Now, this is the chopper view. And if we go into super slow motion, we can see how it affected the race. So we see, obviously, that initial incident that caused everything. That's between Hassan Saigal and Oscar Wilkins. Oscar Wilkins ended up getting penalized for that incident.
Rightly so.
Yes, indeed. If we were to go on board with Emilian at this point, and
Who caught up in all of this and tried to have evasive action, but just, yeah,
yes,
was
because
unfortunate.
if we go and we take a look from his perspective, if we go a little bit backwards, did he have anywhere to go? I doubt it, because you see this happening in front of you, and you're already understeering wide. You must be hitting the brakes. We can see the inside wheel there locking up. You can see here the inside wheel on the right is fully still and locked up. The wheel on the left is still turning.
That's right.
And at this point, it's lap 1, race 1. You're on board with Emilian Card. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate circumstances here, and if you see, it's Emilian, and it's also Mr. Ingram Hill right there, going full rally mode,
Yes,
and
indeed.
it's just what a disaster! What a
Indeed.
disaster! One of our most favorite liveries, the Barbie livery, getting crashed out like that. Never seen
Yes,
a car
indeed.
flip so many times before.
Yes, if we take a look at this from the perspective of where is Mr. Rain Marcello?
Oh my
Now,
god!
he is then going to get clipped on the rear right tire
Oh my god!
by Oscar Wilkins, and at that point, that's just going to send him
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
into a big barrel roll.
You don't get to see these replays in Formula One. I must just add to that.
Very much so. Let's see if we can find a car that is behind everybody else. Perhaps this view. Oh, that's an interesting view. Let's see how that came to be. So Byron then, this is Byron Piri. He tried to make it down the inside, and again had a little bit of netcode, but in the end ended up making contact. The whole front half of the car just flipped, went up, and we see a good angle of Rain Marcello's car, Barbie car, going for a little bit of flight lessons, maybe?
Yeah, I must say, flight number 377 flown by Rain Marcello
Yeah,
towards Japan.
indeed. Maybe he's trying to fly back home at this point,
Yeah.
the Philippines. And
So, looks
interesting.
like an interesting race for us. Obviously, we are waiting for the stewards to finalize the classification. Um, all the in all the decisions have come out after investigations, and drivers are open to appeal them.
They're open to
Sorry,
protest.
protest them.
Yes.
Again, getting my jargon wrong here. Open to protest them. Let's see what happens. They've got 10 minutes. Is that right, Ruslan? 10 minutes
Yes,
post race
they've
finish.
got 10 minutes post race. Now we see Oscar Wilkins already making an appeal.
And it looks like Oscar Wilkins is protesting. He's, in Oscar's word, saying that I just saw the report, but I protest. I did not turn in. I left Hassan's space on the inside, but got hit. I was just about to turn in. The hit caused my race and consequently of many others. I must say, Oscar, I'm not with you on this one.
I mean, we can just pause at the moment of contact. I think if we pause at the moment of contact, I think it's going to
Who's
be...
turning in and who's not?
Yes, if we go on this camera right here, I think it's fair to say that
Very much fair to say, I'm sorry.
I don't know if there's a full car's width at this point between Oscar Wilkins and the inside of the track, which is where Hassan Saigal is. And he is there by the turning point. If we go a little bit backwards, you can see very much side by side, significantly alongside.
And there is a clear indication here that Oscar Wilkins was always aware of Hassan's presence on that side.
There's nowhere for Hassan to go because, as you can see, the contact happens with Hassan's tires on the white line. There's physically nowhere for Hassan to go.
Agreed, agreed.
You can see Hassan is making the corner as he can. I I believe the stewards are right in this, unfortunately. But
I
of
agree.
course, it is your right as a driver to
Protest.
have your voice heard.
I
Uh,
agree. I agree. Uh, let's see what the stewards come back with. Stewards, as in Daryl Brady, who is also.
we haven't watched this in real time, I don't think. I'm interested to just watch it back in full time, real time. So this is the start of the race from Oscar Woolkin's perspective.
Oh my god. And it just goes uphill from there.
It just, yeah.
Sorry, downhill.
Well, maybe
Uphill.
maybe uphill for Rain Marcelo
Good,
because
Marcelo,
he
yeah.
would have been upside down by that point. Um,
Yeah.
let's replay that again. I need to see that again. We're gonna go on the chopper perspective, following directly behind. You can see, yeah, it seems to me like
Yeah.
it was a turn in, and boom, Rain Marcelo does a few flips for us. 9 out of 10, I would say. I'm not sure what the belay scoring is, but I feel like it's fitting for a Barbie car,
Uh,
giving a belay score for flipping.
that's right, that's right.
And why don't we take a look at the incident between?
Mike Epps and Jack Doe.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that was quite the surprising one, both of them leading a race and looking very strong in terms of clean racing. We were raving about it when Jack Doe gave enough space to Mike Epps in, let me remind myself, turn 5 happened. But
Yeah.
what happened here?
So if we go to the chopper cam, and again, this is in slow-mo, you can see that Mike Epps at this point is fully clear of Jack Doe. It is his corner, the one coming up next. And I'm just going to pause to where, I mean, even here, if we pause, the turning point has started.
That's right.
And the rules clearly say that to be considered significantly alongside and be entitled to racing room, your front wheels must be ahead of the rear wheels of the car you're trying to overtake by the
Agreed.
turning point. So that means you could win it on the brakes.
Agreed. Or in layman terms, if the car is at the apex, that car has the right to take it.
Well, it's not at the apex yet.
But
at the turning
moving
point,
forward.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
moving forward.
So at this point, it is fully Mike Epps' corner. Mike Epps is entitled to the full racing line as he does not have anyone significantly alongside him at this point.
That's right.
And if we do play it in slow-mo, we see that Jack Doe just completely sends one.
Oh my god, what happened to clean racing there?
From downtown Tokyo
to uphill Okayama.
To uphill Okayama, to uphill rural Okayama.
A little bit of Rain Marcelo.
And if we go into hyper slow motion, we see that in fact Jack Doe then veers off of the inside line and makes contact with Mike Epps.
Yeah, there was opportunity to be clean over there as well.
Mike, he did well to stay aware of the
Jack
last
Doe's
minute
presence.
send exactly, and he did give him a car's width to drive, even though he wasn't supposed to.
Agreed.
And Jack Doe just completely misjudging that corner and understeering into Mike Epps.
Yeah, very unfortunate. They both had a very strong race, and you can see Newman just taking advantage of that and taking the lead from there on, and then having a very clean race till the end. All that clean air in front.
Very much so.
No fighting in front and no pressure from the back because Hassan was very much involved with Velasquez, and then the unfortunate gravel trap at the end that caused him to lose his position.
Let's go onto the chopper cam.
So refollowing this.
Let's go on the gyro cam. I think this will be more telling. So now we're going through turn 2. This is the last lap. This is the last lap of a 25-minute race. You start to feel your tires. Now I'll just pause here and I'll say that you do start to feel the tire wear go just a touch at this point. You really do. And combine that with the pressure of having someone behind you, you know it's the last lap. You've seen the white flag being shown to you, indicating that it's the last. And so, of course, you might be a little bit more elevated in terms of your nervousness and jitters and stuff like that. And
100%.
if we go and slow down, at this point, Hassan should have realized.
Mm.
And unfortunately,
Yeah,
he
if you
didn't at this
see
point.
his steering wheel at that,
He's starting to, but it's late.
yeah, that counter steer, yeah. I must say that counter steer did save him from a
Yep,
whole total 360, but
yep.
the gravel added to it. Uh,
So because his front wheels were still on the grippy surface, it actually spun him back the right way round.
exactly.
Had he dipped even one of the front wheels onto the gravel, I think it would have been a DNF. I think it
Massive.
might be the gearbox at that point, the rear axle, maybe with the way that you know, you hit the wall, it then also rotates you and you hit the front. But he was able to recover.
And Velasquez taking that position all for himself, like he should.
Indeed. And if we go to his POV, I'm just interested to see if we go on the onboard how fast the reaction would have been. Now he sees this. Yeah.
And he
Wow,
takes that
that was
opportunity.
quite close actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't realize. Yeah, that was like unsafe entry for Hassan right there.
Yeah,
But
very
again, he
much
wasn't in
so.
control of it, so I wouldn't really put that towards him.
Yes, indeed. So yeah,
Man, oh wow.
I think very lucky.
Oh wow.
Oh my God, this
That was
reminds me.
actually super close.
This reminds me of
Isaac Hajar in Monaco.
yes.
Uh,
Well, I was gonna be much more selfish and narcissistic and say this reminds me of the time that I drove the Bathurst 12 hours
right. Okay, Ruslan.
and I had a rogue, wingless, spoilerless GT3 Ferrari
For how
come
many
out.
laps?
This was lap 2.
Oh no.
It was rough. There was a rogue Ferrari trying to make a corner that you can only make if you have a rear wing at
Definitely.
that speed. And so it just completely spun the wrong way around. And here, Michael Velasquez did actually turn left enough to avoid
Avoid that
the
contact.
rogue car. I didn't.
Eesh.
I didn't, unfortunately, and that was the end of that. But
But
anyways,
man, I must say, what a race! What a race! No one could have predicted that. I
no,
wouldn't, but I must say, Newman was showing some very underdog skills back in qualifying as well. So, rightly so. I mean, he's as discussed, an F4 driver in real life as well. Pretty acquainted with this form of racing.
yeah. Well done to him. Debut race win.
Beautiful race.
Easily done.
Yep.
Absolutely no problem.
Very effortless.
We have a new storyline emerging with Mike Epps. How is he going to return?
Yes.
How is he going to feel after this crash with Jack Doe?
Yes.
And
I heard Mike Epps talk in media after the race that he has no hard feelings for Jack Doe, but is that the case?
Is that just his media training
I would say
coming
so.
in?
I mean,
Keeping it
he
all
is.
above board and apolitical.
But quite the race. I hope the viewers enjoyed this one, and I wouldn't miss the next one because that's where is that, Ruslan? Virginia?
Yes, the next one is going to be back in the Porsche Cup at VIR, Virginia International Raceway. It's going to be a very tight track. Oschersleben comparatively was very open. And I'm interested to see how the Porsche, you know, how these drivers behave in a Porsche at VIR. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it. Has great elevation change, a proper classic American track.
I've got to put some laps in then.
And in classic VIR fashion, it's a little bit unhinged.
Is that so?
Yeah, I would say the track as a whole is very, very unhinged, and it doesn't baby you around.
Very excited for that
Yeah.
one, man.
I now with the new grass from iRacing, it's a little bit more forgiving, but the old grass where it was super slippery, that was a sight to behold sometimes in bottom splits.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Well,
Let's end it
wow.
there.
I'm just thinking about. I'm just thinking about Mike Epps' crash, man. Just so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I think we should end it here. I thank all the viewers and all the participants and drivers who took part in this run. A very, very, very action-filled and exciting round, and disappointing round for a lot of drivers. At Okayama, we will be returning next weekend, same time, 5 p.m. Dubai on Saturday at VIR for some more racing action. And hopefully, some new faces, some old ones returning back, and a whole new championship standing. So, looking forward to this one. Me, Amir from Drivers Lab, signing out.
And yeah, Ruslan from Drivers Lab also signing out, wishing you all the best. Please have a fantastic rest of your weekend.
Ciao,
And
ciao.
we'll see you next week.